Well, my sun just faded, but I got something that looks like it's a blob top right here. So, good age. We're about to find out what it is. Oh, wow. Look at that. So I'm still walking my way out of the creek, and I just picked up a few things I wanted to show you. I know I mentioned a Garrett and Company bottle earlier, and I was under the impression this is early 1900s. I think they still are, but look, it's still got the aluminum foil around the top there, which is pretty cool. This looks like to be a broken beer bottle, but I wanted to show you this right here. Here's another hutch. Top's broken, and see, but it had a blank circle slug. That's just like the ones that I found back there where I was digging. So, for whatever reason, this dump site has a bunch of those. There's a bunch of broken glass here. There comes my lawnmower friend again. So, sorry for the background noise again. But I'm gonna keep going down again the creek here, and I'll let you know when we start the fresh creek walk. Would you look at this? I've started a new walk, and there's literally a hutch laying right here. You can't make it up. It's broken, but I'm not too worried about that. It's got embossing. Let's see, where's it from? Chicago. Met Bros, Chicago, Illinois. That had to have come on a train, because I'm a good ways away from Chicago now. Just the slightest bit knocked out of it. Wow. I'm excited for that one, because mainly because of the way I found it, just sitting up on a bank like that. It's actually kind of weird. I don't know. I don't think the water's gotten that high since I've been in here last. So it just goes to show you just never really have a place hunted out. It's always worth going back after some time and checking it out. We'll take that. And that looks like some type of decorative glass right there while I'm talking to you. It was. That would have been pretty. Just busted up too much. I'm going down the creek first, so I'm trying to stay ahead of this mud cloud you see following me. So every time I stop, I have to kind of move a little bit faster, but there's glass all in here. Let's look at that again together real quick. Such a beautiful color, and I like that embossing, that cursive style. I think I'm going to combine the dig video with this one, and maybe even yesterday's video, to make one really good long video, because I found quite a few good things in all of them, but I think together it'll be a really good video. So definitely watch it all, because there's going to be some good stuff, you know, all throughout. A lot of it's broken, but I like keeping the broken stuff and repurposing it. There's something that's older, probably 20s, 30s, but it's a screw top. But anyway, there's a screw top, looks like a vinegar. Let me jump off of here so I can really focus and look, because the stuff is camouflaged pretty good in here. And when I find something else, which I know I will, I'll jump back on with you. So we got another bottle right here. It looks larger, so it's probably not as old. And I'm right. It's a large Coke, unembossed ACL, which would have had the applied color label on it. So we'll set that one aside and try to get that on the way back out. As long as we don't find too much to carry, we should be able to get some of the trash and broken glass out. Looks like I have a little milk right here, and potentially a mason jar up there. Not embossed, it would have had the paper label. That would have went right there. And it's broken. And it looks like this mason jar, if it is a mason jar, is also broken. It is aqua, I think. No, it's just a clear one. Okay. We'll set that one aside for now too. Shame that they're broken. That kind of comes with the territory. This is a nice creek that's not too rocky, so a lot of the bottles are able to survive. It's hard to tell for certain, but I think we have a quart top bottle right here. Screw top. Still pretty old. Probably 20s or 30s. Just not embossed. I found a few old food jars right through here as well. Kind of from the same time frame. Maybe a little bit older. No more hutches yet, but I'm going down this side of the creek pretty far. And then I'm going to come back up the other side of the creek as long as the weather permits. There's a Coke bottle. Looks like it's a Pat D, but it's broken. So we'll leave it alone for right now. There's a jar. Let's see. That's probably a little bit more modern. There's another broke Coke. Alright. Well, there's a little bit of live for you. Really pretty creek. Real nice day. So I'm going to keep at it for a while, and I have a feeling I'm going to bring up either another hutch or another really cool embossed bottle by the end of this, so I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know if it has something in it, but I wanted to show you how wild that looks in the water. I think it's either a little flask or, yeah, it's a flask. It's bigger than an extract bottle. Okay, let's see what this is. I still can't see it. I don't know if it's got something in there making it that have that weird translucent color. Let's see. The Dill Medicine Co. Norristown, PA. I think that's what that says. It looks like it's got some kind of mold flaw right there. But that's really cool. See, look at that, how, I don't know what that is inside of there, but it glimmers. That's the whole reason I saw it. We'll take that though. That's probably the coolest find of the day. The Dill Medicine Co. Norristown, PA. I can't imagine that that's super common, but I don't know. I don't know anything about Pennsylvania bottles, so I'll have to look it up. And if you know anything about it, feel free to message me in the comments and give me some details. But so far, find of the day. So I've already disturbed this one. I put it back how it was because I didn't think it'd be much, you know, with being a screw top. But on this side, it's actually embossed with some really interesting script, like cursive. It looks like it's A.S. Hines, Portland, Maine. Don't know what that would have been. We'll have to do some research on that. Maybe if I could lay it like that, you can see it a little bit better. Really cool bottle though. I'm in a spot that has a lot going on. Most of it looks broken, but I'm trying to really look it over really good though. That's got an interesting shape to it. Kind of has a shape of a hutch, but I think it's too light. And I don't see any circle slug or anything on it. But anyway, I'm gonna search this real well. I'm gonna try to let the sun come back out, because that's what helped me find that other flask a minute ago. And then hopefully we'll come back on with something else. So I'm on for two reasons. We got a quart bottle right here. I wanted to go ahead and pull with you. It's probably gonna be a slick, but that's all right. Nice kind of round, and it looks like it's going to be clear, I think. But here's the other reason. I just pulled it out of the bank a second ago, and it looks like it's whole. That's a cool little find. Maybe it would have held vinegar or something, but it looks almost like it was hand blown or something, because that lip isn't perfectly even. I don't know, what do y'all think? I like the other stuff that I found because of the embossing and potential rarity, but this might be my favorite find of the day just because of how unique it is and the fact that it survived this long. Anyway, we're going to head on down the stream, and I'm hoping I can find some more for you, especially things like this. I'm trying to let my mud cloud kind of go past, but I think we got about 3 different bottles here. I'm gonna go with this one in my foot first and see if what it could be. Well, it is a cork top. Guessing that was some type of flask. I'll take that. That's nice. No embossing. Let's get this big one next. Okay, it is a screw top, and that's more modern. So I've come up on some rock bars now, and they're loaded down with glass. A few cork tops here and there, but most of it's screw top. It looks like it's 30s. I've been looking at the bank, but I'm not seeing any glass sticking out of the dirt, so I'm not sure where it's all originating from. But yeah, there's glass all along this rock bar. And there's a little cream jar. It actually looks like it might be whole. That looks like part of an old piece of crockery. There's a piece of a cork top. More screw top stuff. Really large broken fruit jar. It kind of looks like it's been a little perfume or something. Yeah, kind of. This section right here, as I said, I've walked down this way before, and it does get back into older stuff eventually, but it's just kind of a hodgepodge of age groups. But yeah, I figured I'd show you that one. I'm gonna keep going down. I may not go as far as I did last time, but I'm still finding stuff, so hopefully I can find a few more things before we hop off here for the day. Actually, I got 2 things to show you. First, I came over here to show you this broken Torpedo bottle. Not embossed. They made these in this style for ships because it would have had a cork in it, and by keeping it flat on its side where it couldn't stand up, it kept the cork you know, wet to where it wouldn't dry out. And then as I was walking over here to look at that, I just pulled this little guy out of the water. And that is a really interesting looking bottle. I don't know what would have come in it. Sorry, I think I had a horsefly on me as well. But yeah, very unique. Cool little pattern. I'll try to have to do like a Google Lens or something on that and see if I can pull any other bottles up. It looks like it. But yeah, it just goes to show that sometimes the stuff doesn't have to be super old to be interesting or worthwhile to keep. I still imagine this is probably from the 30s or so. Oh, that's a shame. That's a little cork. A really weird shaped one too, short and squared off. But as I was saying, you know, it's still older-ish, but we're looking for the time frame of 20s and earlier. Usually that seems to be the, you know, what most collectors enjoy. I myself, I only collect what I find so far. I don't really collect a certain type or, you know, anything of that nature. It's just whatever I find in the water. You know, if I like it well enough, I keep it, and then if I have duplicates, you know, I'll try to sell those. But otherwise, that's been my main goal so far. But anyway, let's lay this one down since it's broken. Wish it would have been at least embossed, but not this time. And I'm gonna keep on going. If I see anything else, I'll jump back on with you. So I did find another corktop bottle, not too far, and I was about to say it's probably a Listerine, and that's what it is. That style and that shape is pretty synonymous with Listerine. This is a larger one. I found them in all different sizes now, really. But it's embossed there, if you can see it on the top. We might bring that one back with us. I've been making piles of what I can carry out this time and what I might just try to get the next time. And as I go back, I'm gonna really have to, you know, pick and choose what I want to keep, because I can only carry so much. I'm already back probably a good mile or maybe a mile and a half from where I'm parked down this creek, so it takes a while to get in here and get back out. As you see, I cross things like this all the time too, so I can only hold so much. Run into a lot of log jams. And there's the proof. See the log jam that I crossed right there? Here's a hutch. It's not in the best shape, obviously, and it's from Tampa, Florida, which is really odd. But once again, you know, we're right next to the railroad tracks. But something Bottling Works, Tampa, Florida, would have been in what they call a circle slug. It's a circle on there, and it would have had the writing and the embossing around it or in it. There's a bunch of old glass right here, bunched up together. But this is what caught my eye, was how thick it was. I'm gonna try to take a minute and look right here. Some type of food or fruit jar. Which I guess fruit is food, but you know what I mean. I'm also trying to let it clear back up a little bit so I can look through here. It's coming down, I got murky. I'm seeing bottles, but I can tell these are more modern. They may have even washed out this bank right here. I'm not seeing any other glass in there, but doesn't mean they didn't come from there. That looks like a cork top. Yeah, that would have been a little, like a pumpkin seed flask or a rounded off flask. Hate that that's broken. This looks whole, but I don't think it's very old. Oh no, super modern. I don't know if I looked at any of this stuff the last time I was through here, or if I recorded it. So if I did record it and you're seeing it again, I'm sorry, I don't remember it. So we'll just take a look at some old stuff though. See cork tops showing up again. This is a really unique, this ain't a torpedo bottle, but you see this one can stand up, but there's no embossing. Looks like it would have held quite a bit of fluid, but it's thick. So I just wonder where it's all coming from all of a sudden, because there wasn't much above the tree there that was very old, and then we crossed that tree and then it gets like a good 30 years older. It's interesting though. And there's a flask, but that's a screw top one. I didn't check this side when I crossed over, so we can walk it together. That's probably going to be a screw top flask as well. Yeah. Say more modern, but you know, this could be from 30s or 40s. Oh, about to take a tumble with you there. That looks like it's plastic. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep going down the stream a little bit. I'm gonna try to make it at least to the furthest point that I've gone before, and then go just a little bit beyond that, and then we're gonna turn around and walk up the other side of the creek. You look right there. We got us another little corker. I don't see any embossing on this side, and it looks like it's gonna be a slick. Nope, nope, there's some embossing on the sides. Okay. That is not easy to read. It's a Fletcher's Castoria bottle. Okay. Yeah, those are pretty common, but still an embossed bottle, so we'll bring that one back in. It's a corker, so can't beat that. And with it being so high, it may have fallen out of this bank right here. And there's other bottles and glass collecting through here. There's a jar, screw top beer that's broken, broken Coke. There's a cork top whiskey. There's another Coke. Let's see what we got. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's just the patent office. And see, I didn't get this the last time, but this is on another one of my videos. I'll try to bring that one out this time though. It's cool looking. It's got a really cool pattern to the bottle and that tiny top. We'll put those together and we'll stand that up so I can see on the way back. So yeah, and that screw top, that's a weird looking pattern on it. It's got like 3 presidents or something. And it's federal law prohibits, but what I've been doing lately is, you know, eventually these will probably be worth something, but eventually they will be, you know, older. Like when I'm old, if my kids got any interest in bottles, you know, this might be something of value. So I look for any of them with patterns or something that makes them stand out, makes them a little bit more unique. And I usually bring those back with me. I'm just kind of looking ahead. No pun intended with those 3. Alright, well, let's keep going down the stream a little bit more. So this little bottle right here, I think I remember reading somewhere before that this right here denoted a poison, but maybe that only applies to older bottles. I mean, this could still be 20s, but if anyone knows for certain if this could have been a poison, let me know. I'm gonna bring it back. Looks like we got us another little flask, and this time it's that style I was talking about earlier, but it looks like it's whole. That's pretty. I really like that. I don't know what that style of lip, I mean, I know it's the cork top, but it kind of reminds me of something gothic. No embossing, but probably still turn of the century, 1905 or earlier. We'll take that all day though. This has been a really good creek hunt, you know. We were digging, we were having some success, but I think the creek hunt really made up for it, made it a better video, better experience for y'all to see. And it's still a beautiful day. So, let's see, bring it down, there you go. All right, well, I'm gonna put that one away and we're gonna keep going up. Like I said, I'm going up the other, I turned around, I found a log jam that I wasn't really in the mood to cross today, so I just turned around, I'm going up the other side of the creek, and that's why I found this thing. So hopefully we'll find some more. Well, my sun just faded, but I got something that looks like it's a blob top right here. So, good age. We're about to find out what it is. Oh, wow. Look at that. There's one of those torpedo bottles I was telling you about. No embossing that I see. Look at that, how pretty though, with the rocks inside of it. It almost looks like a little aquarium or ecosystem. And that kind of looks like a planet. But anyway, I digress. Look at that top. That's super old blob top. You can see how crude it was applied on there. I almost don't want to get that stuff out of there. I kind of want to keep it sealed in there and always looking like that. That was awesome, and how it survived I'll never know, because it was right here pinned between these rocks. And this is, I've actually found another one of these in this same, actually two other in this same creek, but the other one had an old, much older top like this one, and then the third one that I found, it has a crown top, surprisingly. And they're all within kind of the same stretch of the creek, so I don't know what would have got dumped right here. That looks like a little mustard jar, and I think this over here, whoa, whoa, whoa. Excuse me there. I think this might be a ketchup. Yeah, just a ketchup. But yeah, right there, that's an awesome find. Another great piece to add. I hope to be able to get home this evening, and I'm going to try to get things cleaned up a little bit, and that way I can show you what all the, the best finds of the day put together, what they look like and the age. But it's really good age of stuff in here. It's hard to believe I actually found a hutch, because we found so much other stuff since then. But I'll quit rambling and I'll keep looking right here. I'm seeing other pieces of broken glass, so if I find something else interesting, we'll jump back on. My hands are getting full, but it looks like we've got us another potential soda bottle right here. Oh, it looks like the right shape and age, so we're going to pull it over here, the truck bar. Yeah, that's a 1920s Coca-Cola product bottle. So they would have put things other than Coke in that. Let's rinse it off. Oh, don't want to break it. November 6, 1923 is the patent date. Property of Coca-Cola Bottling Works. I don't see a town though. Still good age. And then I've been carrying this with me. I try not to, grab things without filming it. And if I do grab them, I try not to film it after the fact, just so you're seeing it and grabbing as I do. But I guess I'll go ahead and show you this. I found this a while back. It was a straight-sided Coke from Charleston, and it feels like it might be just slightly warped. Maybe it was made that way, or maybe it was, been in a fire at some point. But it's a shame that one's broken. And of course you saw this one. I really need to put that one in my pack, because it's heavy with all that stuff in there. Anyway, I'm gonna pit this stuff up, and we're gonna keep going up the stream, and I'm getting, close back to where I started, so we might be able to find a few more things before the end of this.